784.
Yeah.
So when it's 6,000,
Yeah.
that's
Carry on. I'm just gonna put it up. Yeah.
That's how many years?
So
is that?
you
6,000
so
to 6,000.
how long has it been? So 5,000.
784.
5,784. So 216 years more.
Yeah. Then the world has to finish.
Oh, okay. So that's what you believe. Okay. So what is Day of Judgment for you guys? How like with us? Let me tell you how it works for us. When a Muslim dies, the angel of death or the angel of mercy or the angel of wrath comes. So if this person was a disbeliever or an enemy of Islam or somebody who knew Islam is the truth but rejected it because of arrogance, the angels will say, come out to the soul, come out to the wrath of Allah or to the wrath of God. If the person was a good person, a Muslim, the angels will say, come out to the mercy of your Lord. Then they will be raised up to the heavens with good names. Then they will go into their grave, and in their grave there will be 3 questions asked. Yeah? About who is your Lord, what is your religion, who is your prophet. Yeah? If they pass those questions, then glad tidings will be given, their grave will be expanded, they will see their place in paradise, they'll have a good time. Vice versa, if it's a person of hellfire, they will be punished in the grave. Do you believe punishment in the grave in your religion?
No.
So there is no punishment in the grave. Okay, from the Jewish perspective, what happens when you die? The moment you die, what happens?
The soul goes up to heaven.
Okay.
And it goes before judgment to see if there's a scale. And to
Mizan, we believe that, yeah?
To see if the good deeds and the bad deeds.
Okay.
And what weighs more will
Decide the
know
result.
Where to go. And sometimes we believe that we have to, if the soul doesn't want to go to a hellfire,
Yeah.
Gehenna it's called.
Yeah, Jahannam, yeah.
Yeah. There's an option of coming back down to this world. That's an easier punishment.
But which soul would want to go hellfire? That means everybody's going to go to this world.
No, because in this world you don't know which body you'll be in, so you can do even more sins, so it'll go even worse.
So you believe in reincarnation?
Yes.
In Judaism, you believe in reincarnation?
Yeah, we believe most people are weak on.
Do they come back as a Jew?
No, they can even be in animals actually. In fish, righteous people are come in fish.
So do they know? Okay, what about paradise? Do you not go have paradise?
Yeah, we do, but I'm saying the negative.
The negative. So the negative is hellfire, or you get sent back to earth.
Yeah, there's a choice.
And on earth, you can become an animal. You can become a human being.
Yes.
Okay, and you live your life again, and then you're brought to judgment.
It depends how much sins. It depends if you go back to a human body or to an animal. If it's just like a small thing, you get back to a fish or a frog or something.
Okay, interesting.
Like you can do good. Someone can do a good deed near the frog, and then the frog, the soul becomes like it dies and it does its.
But a frog doesn't. Does a frog have a good deed, bad deed?
No, not a human can come near, be in a place where there's frogs and do a good deed there, and that will
be their judgment.
It will die afterwards because it's already done the thing.
Okay, all right, interesting. Okay, so what's heaven like for you guys? What's we call it Jannah. What's the paradise for you guys?
That's
What do you get there? What do you do?
the soul enjoys it. It's like only heavenly things, like plain enjoyment.
Okay.
The soul enjoys it.
Okay, interesting.
It's like a bit of the seventh day. The seventh day has like let's say 20% of heaven in it.
Oh, so you have this.
We feel it. I mean, lots of Jews feel on the seventh day. It's 20% of what's it called, Gan Eden, the positive. It's called Gan Eden.
So there's different layers of paradise. Different levels.
There is different levels. But,
yeah, we believe that.
In this world, we feel the seventh day.
Okay.
Like 20%.
Okay.
Of it. Well, it's like the seventh day is like added soul. Everyone gets added soul, so we feel a bit what's like.
Okay. So the Messiah. So what is your Messiah? Like, tell me, what is it? How do you know this is the Messiah? How would you know if the Messiah comes? He's a Messiah.
It's a hard question.
Is there a characteristics? Is there certain things you look for?
It says in the Talmud about it, but it's a bit complicated. I don't know myself really. I know that there will be like a trump, like
A blown, okay.
Yeah,
Horn.
a big blow.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Okay. And he
I'm
would.
not sure what else there'll be.
So
I'm
the
not
Messiah.
There won't be any changes. It'll be the same as now.
So what would the Messiah do?
He'll just make peace in the world and build a third temple.
So build the third temple, the peace in the world. What will happen to the Gentiles?
Gentiles.
Do they not? I heard they become servitude to the Jews. I heard this. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I didn't see it. I can't say things what I didn't see in the Talmud. I saw this what I said about the trumpet and I don't know about maybe the Gentiles will. I don't know what will happen. I'm not sure.
So when a Gentile, like I'm a Gentile, if I die, is there a chance of me going to paradise?
It says if the Gentiles are good and they don't
Idol worship.
It's the 7 laws of Noah.
Yeah.
They don't go against the 7 laws, the basic of
Yeah.
I think killing,
Adultery, idol worship,
robbing maybe,
stealing.
Yeah.
What about idol worship?
Yeah, idol worship.
So
I think that's it. I'm not sure if that's
it has to be.
included.
It has to be. That's the main one.
Yeah.
So the Christians will actually be in trouble because they do idol worship. We Muslims, we're monotheists. So we strictly believe God is the one that deserves to be worshipped. The only difference is between us, quite similar, is that you guys don't accept the Prophet Muhammad as the final messenger because he was not a Jew.
No one talks about him in our books. I don't know. We don't. There was no mention about him.
We believe there is, but that's a different discussion. That's a different discussion on its own.
Oh.
We believe you guys reject Jesus.
He was a Jew.
He was a Jew, yes. What's your take on?
What do you mean rejected?
So you guys don't accept him as the Messiah. We believe he's the Messiah.
Messiah didn't come yet.
No, we believe he is the Messiah that's going to come.
No, he's not. No.
Yeah. So you guys don't believe that. So we believe that Jesus, peace be upon him, he was saved by the Jews from the cross of being crucified, and God took him up to heaven, and he's going to come back and he's going to defeat the Antichrist. Do you believe in the Antichrist?
I don't know what it is.
Like Dajjal, he's going to be the one that's going to pretend to be God and do miracles on earth, and the Messiah is going to kill him. And we believe the Muslims are going to join the army of the Messiah against Dajjal. That's our belief. Yeah. Okay, interesting.
We believe that Messiah will be someone from King David, someone relation.
So he'll have to
son or
yeah.
something like that.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Anything else that I could know about Judaism that I don't know? We talked about the divorce thing.
Oh yeah.
The get. So if you don't give divorce to your wife, she should be married to you forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
The husband has to give it from his own free will. It has to come from his own free will.
And
you have to go to a Jewish court, and the 3 judges in a Jewish court will determine if you have to give it. Let's say a husband is very cruel to his wife, and he doesn't change his behavior, just keeps on doing it.
Yeah.
So the 3 judges will say that you have to give it. So the question comes, like, how could the 3 judges say that you have to give a divorce? It has to come from their own free will.
Okay.
So the answer to that is that if the 3 judges say that he should give it, it means really he wants to listen to the laws of the Torah, but just his evil spirit just doesn't want to. So really he does want to. That's what it says in the Rambam, or else
Maimonides.
Yeah, he explains that regarding divorce. If a husband doesn't want to give it, and the 3 judges say that you have to.
So, but how is that from his free will then? If he's being told.
Yeah, that explains that it really he does want to. His good spirit wants to, because the 3 judges know they are against the law of the Torah. So the evil spirit, they just have to chuck away the evil spirit. So it's really
So if a married couple has a dispute, how do you guys resolve it? Do you get other people involved?
Usually go to a rabbi or a therapist. Go together to therapy.
Okay.
We try very hard. It's a very serious issue. Marriage.
Yeah.
It's no jokes.
Yeah.
Judaism. It's like we take it very serious.
And she can get married again if she got the get.
Yeah. Once she got it, then she can get remarried. She's free to remarry.
Okay. In Islam, the woman, the man has the power of giving divorce. So it's like 3 times. It's called talaq. Yeah. But if the man is someone who doesn't pray, who abuses her, she can go and get a khula from the imam. Yeah. So there are those. So for a man, if he doesn't give the talaq, she has other options of leaving. But okay, interesting. Okay. Any
Yeah, but
questions?
in Judaism, there is, a husband could be stubborn. There's like stubborn.
Yeah. In Islam, if
You can't really get it out. There's some
Yeah.
women who are stuck for 20, 30 years, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah, with us in Islam, if the man is being stubborn and he's violating her rights, she can get divorced without. They don't need him to give a talaq.
What's it called? I just tried to reconcile. I tried. The Jewish court tries to reconcile if the husband wants.
Yeah.
That's why I gave after like a year. After a year, when she asked for it, since she asked.
Okay, interesting.
It takes a few months, you know. The civil court also takes a year. So I didn't refuse it.
Yeah.
You know, even if it means not being with her, my child, you know, it's
Yeah, you're
her
talking
choice
about.
of life. So
Yeah. You're talking about your personal divorce.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I want she to have a good life.
Yeah.
She should.
Because you got.
If she doesn't want me, she should
Yeah.
choose someone
Yeah.
maybe better or something.
Okay, interesting. Coming to the issue of, I'm just like, I don't want to get into the politics that much, but do you not believe in your book that you broke the covenant with God and that's why you have been expelled and that you are not allowed to have a land to reside in until the Messiah comes?
Yes.
Okay, where do you stand, or where does Judaism stand with Zionism? Because I believe there's a big differentiation. Isn't the Torah or the Talmud say clearly that you've been expelled, you broke the covenant with God, and you should not have a land?
Yes.
What? Can you educate me? So, like, what fence do you stand on? Like, do you believe, no, we do need a land, or no, I'm going to wait for the Messiah? Because the Orthodox Haredi Jews in Stamford Hill, they're very against this. And I believe they are following the true form of Judaism.
Yeah, I'm also. I believe in the Talmud. It says that you shouldn't take a land, but it does say that there will be taken. That's the interesting part. Not many people know about this. It says that there will be a kingdom there in Israel.
When?
Before Messiah comes.
Okay.
And Messiah can only come when it dismantles. Till there's no power.
Dismantles. What do you mean by that?
Like till it finishes the kingdom. Like Messiah can't come when there's a government. Like there's Jews have a government. He can't come. If there's a government, he leaves. I'm not coming. If there's no government, he will come.
Okay, so that's interesting. So you are told that you are not allowed to have a land, but then again it says you will take the land. But if there is a land and there's government, the Messiah doesn't come.
Yes.
So are you telling me that Israel has to end for the Messiah to come?
Yes, that's what it says in the Talmud.
Do you want that so the Messiah comes? I'm just intrigued. Like, would you say?
Yes, we want it.
So are you from the Haredi?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your stance on Israel now? Like, what's your stance on Israel?
Regarding the war, you mean?
The war, them exist, like the fact that they have those lands, according to your scripture, like, are you like, yes, they should have the land, or it's against the Torah, or I want Israel to finish so the Messiah comes? What's your stance? I don't know.
I want that Messiah should come. Then there'll be peace in the world. He'll make peace.
Okay, so then...
He's the only one who knows how to make peace
between
everyone, between the Muslims and the Jews and anyone. There won't be fighting. He'll know how to settle every dispute.
Okay, so then would you not say Israel should have not been there in the beginning so the Messiah comes?
And the problem was because Jews felt persecuted everywhere.
Yeah.
So they wanted some power.
True, but with the Muslims, they did live under quite peace.
Yeah.
Like, they were being persecuted by the Christians because they have a hatred, because they believe you killed their God, Jesus, yeah?
Oh.
So, the whole thing of anti-Semitism, it actually comes from Christianity, with the Crusaders, etc., because they had hostility. If you think about it, when Umar ibn Khattab, the second Caliph of Islam, when he conquered Jerusalem, he he made sure that the Jews lived in peace with the Muslims. And even when the Muslims were running away from Hitler, the Muslims in France, there was a specific mosque I went to, they gave the Jews fake identities as Muslims so they don't get killed.
Really?
So yeah. There's a specific mosque in France. The Jews have lived with the Muslims in peace.
Yeah.
Of course, there were certain individuals, certain states, Islamic states that were there that expelled them. That happened in history. But generally, the Muslims had big, like even Rambam, Muhammad, he spoke highly of the Muslims as well and their treatments. So
He was the doctor or something.
he was a doctor, so he was a physician for one of the rulers.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I think the Christians were persecuting the Jews so much. But so what would you say now? Would you like what's happening with Israel? Do you believe it is correct what they are doing? Like in the sense where, because I see some rabbis quoting Amalekites, killing men, women, children. But Zionism, I don't believe Zionism. I believe some of them are atheist Zionists.
Yes.
Is there no difference between Zionism and Judaism?
There is.
Yeah, exactly. So, what would you say, like, what's your stance on Israel now as a state, with what they're doing?
Regarding the war?
The war, the occupation, the apartheid, the genocide?
The occupation of the West Bank or generally Israel?
All of Palestine.
They wanted the land, it's like they wanted to be like all the nations, like just have a land to a home for the Jews.
Yeah.
They call it a home.
Yeah.
So
But religiously, is that according to the Torah and the Talmud?
No, it's
Okay.
not, it's against.
Okay, so it's against. And also the Messiah will not come until that state is abolished.
Yes, that's what it says.
So then would I be correct to say, as a true Jew, you would want that state to not exist so the Messiah comes religiously?
Yes.
Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, that's okay. I just wanted to know this because I'm just trying to get the dynamics and understand it. But at the same time, when you say they need a home, are you talking about from a sense of a need, not religiously?
Not religiously.
Okay, but which one do you follow? Religiously, because God knows what He wants. So if we take our human thinking process out, religiously, it shouldn't be there. But you're saying because the Jews were persecuted by the Christians, and many times being expelled, etc., that they do need the land.
The Jews probably always wanted the land. It just came in the last 120 years ago. Herzl decided to, I think he was called Herzl.
Okay.
Don't know his name, who founded the land.
Okay, so if
He decided that a Jew should have a homeland.
Okay, so let's say Palestine. Palestine was there. If the Jews lived together with the Palestinians and the Christians, and no persecutions, okay, what does that mean, by the way, Goyim?
Goy means Gentiles.
Oh, okay, interesting. So, for example, if the Jews lived in the Palestinian lands, which they did,
Yes.
if it's not on homeland, let's say it's Palestine, but the Jews live with the Palestinians, no problem at all. Is that the solution?
They wanted the government.
Okay, so if they, according to Judaism, would you not say that them living in the Palestinians, because number one, they want the Messiah to come, number two, having a government...
Who wants the Messiah to come?
The Jews.
Not the Zionists, because if
Not
you
the
believe in
Zionists.
here's the main point here, because the Zionists do not believe in Messiah. That's
Exactly.
why. So when will we have the homeland? When will you have a land? Never, because they did not believe in Messiah.
Good.
So why not take it now?
Good, so they are nationalists.
Yeah, nationalists.
Good, so we've got nationalism and real Jews. The real Jews like yourself would have no problem living with the Palestinians because it serves them. How? Number one, they have a land they live under. They are not persecuted because they've lived there for a very long time.
It's a holy land.
It's a holy land.
It's not just a land.
Exactly, it's a holy land to us and you.
Yeah, very
so
holy.
So we all can have an agreement that it's a holy land, we live in peace, because the Palestinians never persecuted the Jews.
Yeah.
Yes, the Muslims
What was
generally...
actually in 1920, was that because of the Zionists? Before the state, people always say that if you live before the state, why was the terror attacks in 1920 in Hebron?
Which terror attacks?
It was like a whole massacre thing. I don't know why.
Against
Might be because of the Zionists, because Zionists started like in...
Yeah, because if you look at early, the Zionists were actually carrying out attacks on even British troops. So that's the whole
Could
thing.
be, yeah.
Yeah, so I think for a real Jew, if I'm not mistaken, it works for you guys to live in Palestine as their land, live together in peace as they did for centuries, because it works for you in how? Number one, you're sticking to the Torah and the Talmud. Number three, that will allow you to wait for the Messiah to come there because there's no government.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So if
He could have come.
Exactly. So the fact that Israel, the Zionist nationalists, have started the state, the Messiah is not going to come. He works against you.
It works against, yeah.
Interesting.
So there won't be a certain temple like this.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah. But do you like? Would you condemn what Israel is doing by killing the innocent men, women, and children indiscriminately?
Yes, I think civilians shouldn't be killed. Even if it's a war, civilians should be protected.
But do you see that's very interesting? Because I was speaking to another Jewish person, and he was refusing to condemn Israel. And somebody was saying, like, the Palestinians they're there to blame. They're not innocent. The kids, the children.
Sure, they're innocent.
But you see, it's the difference. You see, guys, it's very important. Look at what he's saying, Eli, and look at what the Zionists I spoke to about. So when people come and talk about anti-Semitism, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Some people call it as taqiyya, whatever it's called. Yeah, that's what Shias do. Yeah, just saying that's in their religion. I'm not trying to say it in a negative way. I have no problem with you as an individual. My religion doesn't have a problem with you as an individual. You can live under Islamic rule, and you have lived in Islamic rule, and Muslims have protected. Yes. Has there been instances where Muslims have persecuted the Jews? Yes. But majority, 95% of the time, no. And the point is very interesting, because how can it be anti-Semitism when my religion, yes, it talks about the children of Israel. Yes, how they went against God, how they went against Moses. Yeah? We talk about that, and God talks about how we punish them. And doesn't it say in your book that God Almighty also punished the Jews before breaking the covenant?
Which covenant?
Like, for example, when they went against God's covenant, hasn't God Almighty punished them?
Yeah, there was blood.
Good. So there you go. Does that mean now you're anti-Semitic against yourself? No. God punished those who didn't go against their commandment. And the same with us Muslims. So this anti-Semitism nonsense is clear, because you can see how his attitude is and his actual beliefs from the Torah and Talmud compared to nationalist Zionists who he was just talking to, and she was clearly saying, oh, I don't believe Palestinian kids are innocent civilians. But anyway, that's what I have to say. Any last words?
Muslims and Jews are both religious, like both.
Exactly, monotheists. We're actually, you guys are monotheists. In that sense, your belief in God, yes, there are certain things we don't agree, like why you don't accept that Prophet Muhammad is the final messenger, but your concept and belief in God, it's very, very close.
Yeah, we both believe in the Holy Land.
Yeah. You believe God is one, you don't believe God is a man, you don't believe in the Trinity. Thank you. You don't, like, God rested on the seventh day, you don't actually believe he rested.
He did. It's just for the human eye to understand it.
Yes, but you don't believe God was tired.
No, it's just to say, like, it says a lot in the what's it called, the 5 books.
Yeah.
It says a lot words like you can think that God is. It says like he spoke and he asked. It was just given for human beings. So them to understand it.
Some Jews, I have some friend Jews. They said to me that what this meant was on the 7th day God did nothing. So he didn't rest. He just didn't do anything on the 7th day.
He did rest. It says he rested.
Okay, but rested in the sense of being tired.
No.
Good.
He just finished.
Finished meaning he completed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Well, Ella, it's a pleasure. I think we should speak to you more. You're a nice gentleman. How old are you?
25.
25. You was married, you got divorced?
Yeah.
You're gonna get married again?
Don't know.
Am I, as a Gentile, allowed to come to the wedding? I'm inviting myself.
To a second marriage wedding.
Oh, you want a second wife?
No. Oh, you talking generally?
Yeah.
Generally about
your wedding. Let's say it's your wedding. Are you allowed to invite a Gentile to watch?
Yeah, why not?
Is it permissible in Judaism, like
to watch or to come to the meal?
No, not the meal. Just like, for example, the wedding is there, and he's like, I'm intrigued. I would like to know how the wedding is done, just to come and see it.
You can come. Why not?
But is it segregated? Men and women separate?
When by the actual chuppah, like when
is there ever mixing between the genders?
Not by the religious ones.
No, religious ones. Religious ones. Are you allowed men and women in the same hall?
In the same hall, yeah,
with barrier.
Yeah.